Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Friends, listener, welcome to the show. Dr. Saab, Dr. Ghulam Mujtaba. He is a social scientist, um, writer, writer, and he is an expert in strategies and international relations, especially Pakistan-American relationship. He did a lot of work. Dr. Saab, welcome to the show. Um the program has been designed for the Pakistani American diaspora and now is widely viewed around the globe. Um, Today's show, we have a lot of important thing to discuss. In Pakistan, there was a cyber attack, assault on Pakistan, the main departments. Prime Minister House has been compromised, and the many important secret data, personal conversation is out and leaked, and it's a it's a level high level of curiosity within the public. So on social media, people they are waiting for the next video, and it's a kind of different kind of crisis, and we observed here in Islamabad. Dr. Saab, let's start with you. Uh, Recently, uh, many uh, videos of personal level audios and the secret data, even from the Prime Minister House, has been leaked, and now it's in hands of the general public. So the departments, intelligence agencies, and networks seems like a failure, or just they are testing Pakistan's defense, a cyber defense mechanism, or counter counter mechanism. What is this? Who is doing this one? What kind of information you have, Dr. Saab?
Thank you, Farooq Mirza. I appreciate that you brought the issue of cybersecurity. The national security of Pakistan has been jeopardized by the breach in the cybersecurity at the Prime Minister's house. And we, the Pakistani Americans living in the United States, we very well know that Pakistan's national security should be the top priority, not only for Pakistan, for any country, which includes Pakistan as well. Pakistan is geopolitically important today. It was important before and it will remain important in the future days to come. The reason is, in the region, if the United States wants to keep her hegemony, the United States has to deal with two other powers, which includes India and which includes China. There is a balance of power between India and China. Had there been a support to India to balance the movements, the Chinese movements, and we have seen those things in the recent visit of the Speaker of the Congress, Nancy Pelosi, to Taiwan. That was a challenge to the Chinese Communist Party, and that balance, was it maintained? Was there a disturbance in balance? Or did America succeed in giving a message to the people in the region that America stands strong in the region no matter what Chinese claim to be? On the other side, in the Indian Ocean, you can see the role of India is increasing by the day. But one has to understand very well that there has to be a balance of power between India and Pakistan. That is also geopolitically important for the United States and for world peace. India cannot be given a free ride in the Indian Ocean without the support of Pakistan, and Pakistan is very much needed geopolitically. So the significance of Pakistan exists and will remain existent for the days and years to come. On the other side, if you look to the Gulf area, which includes Afghanistan, Iran, and Bahrain, and all other republics in the Gulf region, Pakistan is an important component, is an important segment of the region. It's a conduit between the Middle East and South Asia, and that conduit cannot be ignored. Now, looking to the present cybersecurity breach, this is a test against Pakistan's national security, and Pakistan has to play very smart. I understand Pakistan has talents, Pakistan has competence, Pakistan's intelligence agencies are strong, but we fail to understand why this breach took place. Yes, there were events of breach in the cybersecurity in many other areas, including the Pentagon. We have seen that in the recent years. Two
Dr.
things
Saab,
are important in cybersecurity. First is the defense, and next is the offense. The defense and offense both are important. If you are maintaining a balance between defense and offense in cybersecurity, only then you can be strong in cyber controls and national security of the country. I think there is something compromised in the firewall or in the within the services where some leakages took place. Pakistan needs to address those problems, and these problems are very of great concern for not only for people within Pakistan, it's also a matter of concern for those who are friends of Pakistan.
Dr.
Now,
Saab,
yes.
seems like it's a soft assault, or maybe it's a early warning, uh, because initially they targeted a uh, civil government, and not they didn't touch our defense departments. So and the operator and the actor, he's claiming that he has a decent amount of data that he secured and he hacked, and now he's playing on both sides. To the He's hammering the government, the prime minister office, and in the same way he's playing with the opposition parties. So so I don't know what does this mean. We observed there are certain networks already active in Pakistan, and they are playing, and they have their certain presence in the country, in the neighboring country where the Pakistan has a serious political conflict, and they have previously they fought many wars. So I just want to know what's going on, and because this is a mutual interest, it should be international interest, because previously Prime Minister of ex Prime Minister of Pakistan, Imran Khan, he himself uh, complained to the United Nations Secretary General that he's one of the network NSO, uh, their product, Pegasus, might be possible the Pakistani department, they have a licenses, and they hacked his personal cell phone, but after that the matter was stopped to discuss. So now these spying networks, if they are uh, hammering Pakistan and stealing data, I believe that should be an international interest, because the other countries, they could be also involved. So how uh, this international level matter of high security uh, it works, how you can define it?
Well, Farooq Mirza Saab, let me recollect an event back in 2000, early 2001, 2002. I don't recall the right date. Pervez Musharraf was the chief executive of Pakistan. That's what he declared when he brought martial law. Then he transformed that position to become the president of Pakistan. So the day he was to be announced as the president of Pakistan, in the evening he had to take the oath, and that was not known publicly. In the morning, he received a call, first call, from Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee, the Indian Prime Minister. And Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee called the Chief Executive of Pakistan at that time, Pervez Musharraf, "Good morning, sir." And he responded. He said, "Congratulations in becoming the president of Pakistan." And this was a message from Atal Bihari Vajpayee 12 hours before the oath taking of General Pervez Musharraf as president of Pakistan. So, how did he come to know the secret of Pakistan that Pervez Musharraf is taking an oath as president of the country in the evening? It is not only cybersecurity. In intelligence network, there are people on both sides of the fence who do espionage, and their work, professional work, in finding the truth and finding the details in through spying methods. And yes, India, through her spies, knew that Pervez Musharraf is taking over as president of Pakistan, and the message was given by Atal Bihari Vajpayee just to make sure that President Musharraf understands that India has that type of intelligence, what the next moves are. So the next moves were preempted by extending congratulations message to Pervez Musharraf that if we are very much aware of the events that are taking place in your country. This happens everywhere. Now the lapse in the cybersecurity, the breach in the cybersecurity, it can happen. It did happen.
Dr. Saab, as far as my knowledge, Pakistan is doing very well to secure Pakistan's data. There is another rumor that whatever they stolen was a bogus data, but we got something very valuable uh, while we are talking about this stealing data. So one of the video that was, I think, an opportunity to understand what happened uh, with the one of the political party leader, and he was hammering uh, American conspiracy, a cipher conspiracy on public level. So after the release of this video, and we came to know that was a hoax and that was a plan to market and to campaign to pull the crowd using these American conspiracy theory. So Imran Khan and his ex um, foreign minister and his principal information officer and one another important four people, they are talking loud and clear that this cipher they will play in a different way, and they played and they marketed, and what the consequence was. So they basically threatened American interests in not in Pakistan but in United States of America. So the silly PTI workers, they followed Donald Lu, and they found him on a certain place where he was talking. So they uh, protested against him and shouting at him, and they also threatened his own personal prestige. So now the Americans, they know that that was a conspiracy to hurt Pakistan-American relationship. So how America will respond? Uh, they will let it go or they will treat it bitterly.
Farooq Mirza Sahab, this is a very serious question. The thing is, Imran Khan has played with the national security interest of the United States by using Pakistan as a platform, by damaging Pakistan American relationship. He tried to incite the people in Pakistan to go against America and American interest. Given the fact that the region has had faced Taliban phenomena, the region has faced Al Qaeda phenomena, the region became the ground for attacks into the United States in the 9/11 events. Those things cannot be forgotten. Now, with these facts, one has to understand that the same region is being tried to play by Imran Khan to target United States and United States national security interest. This cannot be condoned. This cannot be accepted, and these facts has to be taken seriously by the U.S. Congress and U.S. Senate. The US administration has to be very serious on this thing and the Pakistani Americans take a very serious note of those things, because America's interest against going against America's interest, whose interest was he serving? Was he serving the interest of Taliban? Was he serving the interest of the extremist groups? Was he trying to mend fences with the extreme elements in the region? Was he trying to help China to create a hegemony in the region and target the United States? Was he doing anything in terms of Iranian influence in the region? What was his motive? We have to understand the motive, and that has to be investigated very well by the American intelligence, including the CIA and the FBI, because these motives are detrimental to American interest in Pakistan's friendship with the United States. The US policies and Pakistan's policies have gone together for years and for generations since the inception of Pakistan. And Pakistan cannot afford, in terms of economic growth, in terms of economic interest, in terms of social interest, Pakistan cannot afford to go against the US.
Dr. Saab, you are talking about a severe response, but as far as we observed here in Islamabad, uh, after this severe attack on Cypher's conspiracy, America reacted in a different way. America came very close to Pakistan in this political crisis, and not only accepted newly new or the government of the Sharif uh, and their other parties. The America not only helped them financially. Recently, in flood disaster relief, donated millions of dollars. Now, uh, uh, the on the United Nations front, Biden, he spoke for Pakistan and requested rest of the world to stand with Pakistan in this crisis. Not only, but recently we saw uh, the Ambassador Bloom today signed second U.S.-Pakistan bilateral agreement under the G20 debt service suspension initiative, providing a $132 million in U.S. debt relief to Pakistan. So this is one thing. After that, the rest of the world, they started uh, rescheduling all the debts the Pakistan has to pay. But now there is a immediate relief, and they will pay uh, in different installments. So you are talking about a bitter response, but as far as American policy, it came very friendly to Pakistan. How you respond that?
Farooq Mirza sahab, these are two different things. Your first question was related to Imran Khan and the opposition leader. The second question is related to the treasury benches, which means the current government. United States policies are in favor of the current government for a number of reasons. First of all, the current government is not a party to the conspiracy theory that was provoked or promoted by Imran Khan. Those theories were damaging to US national security interests. This government is not doing anything that damages or is detrimental to the interest of the United States or Pakistan in the region. Given those facts, the United States feels that there is a need for humanitarian role in Pakistan because of the national calamity and the disaster due to floods in Pakistan. America is an important country in the world, is a major country in the world that tries to help humanity all over the world and across the globe. And in these difficult times and defining moments of history, America will stand by Pakistan, and the suspension of the debt or providing relief on the debt. Yes, it is one of the helps that America is trying to provide to the current government to give them a breathing space to run the government. The deteriorating situation in economy in Pakistan and the deteriorating situation by virtue of the losses in agricultural and farmlands, Pakistan needs help, and we would project Pakistan to be helped. We want Pakistan to be helped. The Pakistani Americans feel that way, and the American government is representing those feelings of the people of Pakistan and the people, American Pakistani Americans living in the United States. The US administration will try to help Pakistan in all avenues to rebuild those structural damages and the infrastructure damage that has gone into Pakistan. And now reminding you of the press briefing between the meeting at the State Department by Secretary of State Blinken and Pakistan's Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari. In the meeting, Blinken said one single sentence that was the focus of the entire discussion, that we believe, this was Blinken, we believe that it is time for China to show the sweetness, to show the depth of relationship with Pakistan by providing debt relief. Means the repayments on the debt should be extended like the Western powers or the G20 countries has provided. The one that you recently presented to
Doctor
this,
Sahab,
whereby the suspension of the debt was provided to Pakistan in order to provide relief. We believe that China is being asked by Pakistan. Pakistan's current government has requested recently in these couple of days to extend relief for the $2 billion of Chinese debt given to Pakistan last year. And I believe that China would try to provide humanitarian help, as in terms of Shehbaz Sharif himself, the current prime minister, that the friendship between China and Pakistan is more sweeter than honey, is more higher than the Himalayas, and is more deeper than the Arabian Sea. I believe this is time for China to show that to the people of
Doctor
Pakistan.
Sahab, also
America is
please,
showing that, and G20 countries are displaying that they stand with Pakistan and with the people of Pakistan. And it is America's interest, it is a global interest to save Pakistan at this point.
Doctor Sahab, we are talking about a Pakistan-American relationship, and you are expert. I want you to explain one more thing. In near past, Pakistan, uh, the American friendship and the cooperation was we observed was uh, with the uh, with the military, and they were very comfortable. Maybe due to the very reason they were pulling American troops in a friendly way from the Afghanistan, and they were working on a regional peace. And now this friendship and cooperation is shifted to the civil government first time. Is it a direct policy or is on behalf of military leadership? Uh, how you will define this new kind of relationship with the civil government?
I think this is a contribution of the military leadership that has brought Pakistan where Pakistan should have had been, and the damages done to the relationship between Pakistan and the United States was not done by the military leadership at all. It was done by the civilian leadership. The current conspiracy theory against US, what was disclosed, and what the Cypher story, certainly that was the civilian leadership, not the military leadership. Military leadership has had been working for years in order to damage control the foreign policies, the economic policies of the civilian government. And I think the Pakistan's military leadership is smart enough to handle those things. And I think their supervision and role should be documented in the Constitution of Pakistan, because Pakistan is a nascent democracy. And what we see is the same faces coming back again in the last 40, 50 years. Different Muslim leagues, different People's Party, different, the same leadership, the same faces, and that is not delivering anything to Pakistan. It is very sad to see that Pakistan is not improving economically, is not improving. Pakistan's situation is not improving by the day. Even today, the textile industries are closed. A lot of industries are closed. Why? Because the leadership don't have the vision. Yes, America is supporting Pakistan. Yes, Pakistan is getting American support. Yes, Pakistan's military leadership is helping Pakistani civilian leadership to get support from outside world. But what is the vision of the people for the next years to come? You are getting a breathing space does not mean that you are sustaining the democracy on the right footings. You have to establish certain visionary role in order to establish a strong economy in Pakistan. And what those roles should be: number one, the improvement in the communication links, road links, railway links, and airways links. That should be made strong. Then your labor problems should be resolved. People should be provided jobs. And finally, you should have your power expenditure lesser than other countries to compete to the world. If your power tariff is less, if electricity is cheaper in Pakistan, if labor is cheaper in Pakistan, then certainly Pakistani products and Pakistani manufacturers would be able to compete with China. And this is the right time for Pakistan to compete with China at this point of time, because the United States is interested in getting infrastructure or the basic manufacturing of the industries, American industries, done in third world countries through outsourcing. And the Chinese industries, 45% of those industries are American owned, and they want to move these industries from China to other parts of the world. That includes Vietnam as well. And a lot of industries are moving to Vietnam. Why not Pakistan? We believe that there should be an opportunity for Pakistani businesses to grab this opportunity and get a move into Pakistan, had the tariff, the electricity and the power tariffs are brought to to lower prices, and the labor is there in Pakistan. I think Pakistan has to capitalize on the current economic situation and has to capitalize to become an economic power in the region. And it is the vision of the leadership that should come up to face these challenges of today. Just getting a breathing space and getting suspension in debt is not solution to Pakistan's long-term problems. There are two aspects in any problem. One is the short-term dealing with the problem. Yes, America's debt relief is a short-term solution, but the long-term solution has to be explored by the visionary leadership of Pakistan. Are there visionary leaders amongst the civilians in Pakistan in the current cadre of
Dr.
leadership?
Saab, Dr. Saab, let's come back to we were talking about the growing conflict now. It seems like the intensity is cooling down. I will come back to the cipher conspiracy theory because this is very important. This is a topic of discussion here in Islamabad and the rest of the countries. Uh, the PTI chairman Imran Khan, he was playing his politics on three subjects. One was he started a war against judiciary, and basically he was after one of the uh, high in the Supreme Court against one of the judge. He filed petition, and after that he apologized. Now uh, his his number one subject going against judiciary and harassing them. Now he is apologizing. Even he visited yesterday to one of the lower court. He threatened this a woman judge. She was not in the court, but even he visited, and he looked like a fool, talking to his lower staff and asking that he came to apologize. So maybe one of the reason in couple of days the High Court will impose a penalty on him. Maybe he will lose uh, his politics for 25 years. So that was the one subject. The other subject was a cipher, this conspiracy. Now the judicial and this American, these two subjects now I think pretty uh, coming out of his hand, and he will not talk more about that. Now the last was campaign against the Pakistani military and the Bollywood doctrine. So uh, now he don't have any more subject to pull the crowd and to make his campaign. So what is left in his hand? Or he will survive.
Mr. Farooq Mirza Sahab, in the last 3.5 years of his government, has anyone in Pakistan witnessed anything that served Pakistan's interest? Building up dams? Was there any dam built up? A huge check for Bhasha Dam was given to him. General Bajwa gave 1 day's salary of the armed forces of Pakistan to him. Where did that money go? What happened to Bhasha Dam? Was that not propagated vehemently? Then he said that he is going to build up universities, and the governor's houses in all the provinces and the president's house and prime minister's house will be converted into universities and centers of learning. Did that happen? No, it did not. Then he said that he is going to bring the $200 billion of Pakistan's looted wealth sitting outside of Pakistan. Did he do that? No. Then he said he is going to plant billions and billions of trees, more than the Amazon density of trees. Did that happen? No. Then he said that he's going to provide over 10 million new jobs to people who will come from outside of Pakistan. The Pakistani expatriates will be brought back to Pakistan by providing 10 million jobs in Pakistan. Did that happen? No. He said 5 million houses will be built for the homeless. Did that happen? No. What happened to the Corona funds? What happened to the COVID-19 funds? What happened to the post office scandal? What happened to the foreign fundings? What happened to Ghulam Mujtaba? What happened to Ring Road? In the 10 years of government in KPK, did we see anything that served as a model for other provinces of Pakistan? No. So what grounds he has to come before people of Pakistan and hoodwink them again and again, time and again? I don't think so. There is any reason
Dr.
for him
Saab,
to show
Dr.
face.
Saab,
And with these
Dr.
videos
Saab,
coming up, it is shameful for him to face the nation. These
Dr.
videos.
Saab, Dr. Saab, there are two questions, the last two questions, and you can respond together. Number one, did you see the video you are talking about? Number two, General Bajwa, we heard that he is planning to come to United States of America, and still the extension or a new appointment is pending, and there is another level of curiosity in Pakistan, Islamabad. The public, they want to know who is next. So what is going on? What is the mean of this expected visit to USA? What kind of information you have, Dr. Saab?
See, the question is, I think you are sitting in Islamabad and I'm sitting in the US today. The Islamabad temperature is known better to you, but sitting here in the US, there are some logical questions. One, if General Bajwa is being invited at the Pentagon knows that General Bajwa is to be retired on the 29th of November 2022. If he is an outgoing general, and this is a very logical question, if he's an outgoing general who has to leave his offices in the next 2 months, what good it is to discuss policies with him? Now, coming to your next question, which answers this question which I placed before you, is that not an understanding or show of confidence that General Bajwa is getting an extension? Thank you.
Dr. Saab, thank you very much, folks. We talk about many serious things. The most important thing right now is a security breach.
Let me add one thing more on your question. Pakistan's GHQ and Pentagon hold wonderful relationship.
Thank you very much, Dr.
There should be no ambiguity in this relationship between Pakistan's GHQ and Pentagon. They are
so we will definitely discuss on this very important issue as well in our next program, and we will determine and we'll find out what is the benefit of that, as America is not in the region, and what is next that they are planning to do, that whether a reconstruction of the Afghanistan or regional peace or something else. So folks, we talk about today on very important issues. One of the biggest crisis right now is a security breach. Some networks in Pakistan very active, and they have their offices in India and they have their offices in Pakistan. And God knows whether they are spying on us, on Pakistan, or they are spying on India or some other countries through who is the beneficiary. But down the road, the claim is the important data they have in their hand, and or some kind of dark web uh, they are holding, and they are blackmailing Pakistan and its department that they will issue. And they did they issued a couple of um audios, audio taped. Uh, um, they are about opposition and the present government, but still it's a very important matter. The government of Pakistan, they should uh, react responsibly, and they should arrest all these uh, growing networks, and they are sitting here in Islamabad and other cities, and they are stealing Pakistan's data, personal information. And we also heard that the service provider like a Zong, Ufone, Telenor, they're also compromised. So means that they bypass all these security firewalls, and now they are stealing public data bluntly. So this is not normal. This is very important. It's a very big security threat. I believe the government of Pakistan and the rest of the world, they will think and they will cooperate in this regard. This culprit should be arrested, and the privacy and the cyber laws should be respected. So, Dr. Saab, thank you very much for coming to the show, and we will come back with the next um, topic. So now here, Pakistan Zindabad.